What is up, car addicts? So we are only 1 week away from the Mansion DLC, which is called A Safehouse in the Hills, and it is releasing on Tuesday, December 9th. And a lot of you guys have been asking me to make a video talking about what I want to see Rockstar add in this DLC, sort of like a wish list video. And I do feel the need to do quite a few things to make this a good DLC, because 3 copy-paste mansions and potentially 10 luxury/supercars is really not enough in my opinion. So let's quickly go over what we know so far. We know that we're getting a total of 3 mansions because of the slip up Rockstar made with the Spanish Newswire, where they confirm we're getting 3 mansions total. The first one being Devin Weston's old mansion itself, which we cleared out in the listings teaser missions, so that can be put back on the market according to Raf. The second mansion we saw will be added in place of the parking lot construction site next to Mini Madraso's mansion where we finished the Cayo heist, and it's the same model as Devin Weston's old mansion, but with some slight changes. And then the last one will be above the Vinewood Bowl at this construction site here. Now, it's not confirmed if this one will be also a reskin of Devin Weston's mansion model as well, but the community is pretty confident this is the case. If not, Rockstar would have shown off a potential nicer mansion model in the teaser trailer. Now, Rockstar also states in the newswire that we will be getting the latest in personal assistance with these mansions and business service technology. So I really hope we have the ability to call any of our personal aircraft helis and VTOL jets on the roof helipad and not just select Pegasus aircraft like the CEO office. And of course, the typical CEO style services like recovering a vehicle from the police impound, the ability to call any personal vehicle, snacks, gun locker, etc. And then I'd like to see the option to decorate our mansions like the casino penthouse with various artwork pieces, house party options, etc. Also, the option to give us a sort of luxury chauffeur service, kind of like the limousine service in the casino penthouse, but instead of it spawning us with a limo, maybe it can spawn us with our own vehicle and allow us to sort of, teleport to any specific locations. And then the big one I want to see them add is the ability to finally own pets. The community has been wanting that for over a decade, and I think if they give us the simple selection of like a cat or a dog with a handful of popular breeds to choose from for each, and then just program it like Chop and the Agency where it sleeps on your bed, etc., it would be fantastic. And then they could even take it a step further potentially, where we can possibly play fetch with the dog and maybe walk it around the property as well. That would be great. And then of course, in the newswire, Rockstar mentions the business service technology, which is most likely an updated master control terminal. I really hope Rockstar takes it a step further and gives players the same benefit as the GTA Plus member Vinewood Club app, where we can claim the business earnings there, but obviously with the exception of it being only available inside the mansion in front of the control terminal, and not like the Vinewood app where we can do anywhere on the map, just to sort of keep it separate and give Rockstar an excuse to still have their better GTA Plus variant. And something else I really want to see with these mansions is a unique garage model. I think I speak for everyone when I say if Rockstar just copy-paste the high-end apartment / Eclipse Boulevard garage with a few floors, the community is going to be pretty annoyed. There's an unused V-shaped garage model in the game code all the way back from 2015, and I really hope Rockstar utilizes that, or at least something similar to it, maybe even with like 20 spots on each floor and then multiple floors like the CEO office garage. If they could give us, the option of 3 floors and the ability to store 60 cars total like the CEO office garage, that would be phenomenal. And of course, a custom shop as well to customize our cars in the mansion like the one in the CEO office would be great as well. Maybe even the option to put HSW on our cars right there in our mansion custom shop without having to go to the LS car meet every time. For those of you who remember, the CEO office garage was the first custom shop that allowed us to put Benny's upgrades on our cars without having to go to Benny's directly for those upgrades. So Rockstar allowing us to put HSW on our cars in the mansion isn't too far-fetched of an idea. And I think it would be great if we can install the Amani Tech options in here as well, like the missile lock-on jammer and stuff. Having to go to the agency every time to install the Amani Tech upgrades and move around my cars in there has gotten a bit annoying. So to sort of sum it up, basically a one-stop shop to install almost any upgrade you want on your vehicles, that would just be phenomenal, and I think very fitting for this multi-million-dollar mansion. Now, some other things I'm hoping we get for the mansions. I'm really hoping that there's a drip feed of other mansion models and not just the 3 total for the entire DLC. It is possible Rockstar could give us more listing style missions when the DLC releases, and then do the same thing where they put construction sites in new places, and then later on possibly add in another mansion model, which would be great, and then we can choose to trade up into that better / different model. And then the last thing I'm hoping for is that there's a business, missions, or mini heist of some sort tied to these mansions with decent payouts, because if they just add the property with some features and that's it, I feel like we'd get pretty bored of a DLC right away, similar to the yachts. Now, let's discuss the cars from the teaser trailer. We have 4 confirmed so far. A new Grotti classic car based on the Ferrari 365 GTB/4 Daytona, mixed with the 365 GTC/4. Then we have the Pfister supercar, which is based on the Porsche Mission X, which is an electric hypercar. Our third car is a race car variant of the FMJ we have in game, which is based on the Ford GT Mark IV. And then the last car we have confirmed so far is this orange sedan. Based on certain design traits, we possibly think it's based on the E39 BMW M5, and the general GTA community does agree with that as well. So, what other cars do I personally want to see in this DLC? Well, I'm only going to be mentioning the top 5 that I want to see that also fit the high-end car theme. So I'm going to focus on supercars, classic cars, and luxury cars. So firstly, since we are getting a modern Ford GT race car, I'd really like to see the iconic 1966 Ford GT40 Mark II make its way into the game as well. I feel like it makes sense for Rockstar to add the historic classic one that took down Ferrari and Le Mans alongside the modern one as well. Another vehicle I want to see added is a new Pagani based car. The last one we got was the Osiris all the way back in 2015, over 10 years ago. So I feel like a new one is long overdue, and if they give us one based on the Pagani Utopia, that would be phenomenal and I think very fitting for the DLC. Next up, I want to see a new Rolls Royce, maybe with a GTA 6 interior Rockstar could sort of tease us with. I think one based on the Rolls Royce Sweptail would be perfect. I mean, what's a mansion DLC without an updated Rolls Royce? Continuing on that luxury car theme, an updated Dubsta, aka the G-Wagon. Over the years, we've gotten updated Cavalcades, Landstalker, the Baller. I mean, they've updated almost all these luxurious SUVs, but for some reason they haven't touched the Dubsta, which I think is kind of strange. And it is like sort of that vehicle when you think of the typical California luxury car. We did see an updated one that was teased with the GTA 6 website, so I think it would be the perfect time / DLC for Rockstar to add an updated Dubsta. And lastly, the 5th vehicle I want to see added is the Mustang GTD. It's the most expensive factory Mustang ever produced, and I think it would be very fitting for the DLC and would hopefully satisfy a large portion of the community that is annoyed by the fact that the Dominator GT is only available in a convertible. And those are pretty much the top 5 main ones that I want to see and I feel are the most fitting for the DLC. For those of you who don't know, I did make a separate DLC car prediction video where I mentioned a ton of different vehicles, but again, these right here were the top 5 main ones that I felt were fitting with the DLC theme. Now, another thing I'd like to see is more HSW upgrades offered on older cars. I feel like it's something so simple Rockstar can do without really much effort, and it sort of helps liven up so many good older cars in the game without much effort, and Rockstar gets to charge millions of dollars for these upgrades. So it's sort of like a win-win in my opinion, and I think the community would really like this. Now, for some quality of life changes I'd like to see, is buffed armor for a lot of the large planes in the game to make them more usable. A lot of these planes, I mean, they're so massive, and a few different explosive rounds and they're out of the sky. I feel like it would be a lot better if they gave them armor similar to like the Avenger or something. That would make them a lot more usable. And then, of course, the ability to completely fill our armor with all types of armor at once, like Rockstar gives us for the holidays, and not just a max of 10 for one type. It's kind of annoying how it's possible in the game, but Rockstar doesn't let us do it normally. And that's pretty much it content-wise that I want to see. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and if there's anything else you would like to personally see Rockstar add for this Mansion DLC. I would keep your expectations pretty low though. Obviously, Rockstar is working very hard on GTA 6, and they're not putting, a ton of effort into these GTA 5 Online DLCs like they used to, but I guess we'll see what they deliver. Anyways, again, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.